Hey y'all, I'm Todd Bailey.
What's up? It's Arie Lumberdozy.
And this is fucking Brewtal.
Get in the pit, stock up the fridge, and listen. We're here to cover the latest in metal news and craft beer. A match made in hell.
If it makes you bang your head, then we want to hear it. If it tickles your taste buds, share those suds.
Turn it up to 11.
Crack open that beer.
It's about to get brutal.
What's up, Hopwolves? It's your boys, Todd and Arie, coming at you with the final episode of Brewtal. Bittersweet, as some might say.
Yeah, it is bittersweet, dude, but you know, it is necessary for us. We love doing it. We just haven't really had enough time to dedicate that we feel is going to be acceptable for the show. I mean, it's been like a year or so. Yeah, it's been a minute. And that's not fair to the Hopwolves out there. You know, we love doing this. We love talking about music. We love hearing from you guys, suggestions, bands, like talking with bands, getting to know just like a lot of the community. Like we've met and had the opportunity to feature a lot of really sick bands and beers over the years. And we haven't consistently been doing it for 5 years, but it has been about 5 years of this show, which is crazy. And it's super fucking cool that we were able to experience it between Todd and myself, and then anyone that's enjoyed the show over the years. So again, bittersweet, and cannot thank the Hopwolves enough. The bands that we featured, that we talked to, could go on and on about how grateful we are for the show and the Hopwolves out there. So thank you.
Yeah, man. I mean, this was just a daily activity and a hobby and a passion of ours that we just wanted to capture. I think everyone looks forward to a Friday, especially if you love music. And so that's what we did through a podcast. And I don't know if it's a recession indicator if two white guys with a podcast are ending.
Who saw this coming? Let's be honest.
Come on now. But
we're mean.
I said bittersweet, but it's also lending to excitement in our personal lives. We're not going to stop doing this because this is ending.
No.
We're still going to be around. Hit up our socials, all that stuff. We'll say that at the end of this too. It's just stay connected. I haven't quite yet decided if I'm gonna take down the Brewtal account just to have it there to exist in the world, but. Other than this, we won't be really posting anything. We're going to be in the background. We're still going to be checking out new music and, what a year this has been. We'll get into that a little bit later. But, personally, we have a lot of milestones that are happening.
Yeah.
I myself am engaged now, and we have a wedding to plan. And we're even thinking about a house next year, which is crazy to even think about. I was a part of a documentary for my news station. It's called Family Beef. Look it up on YouTube. It's about Central Texas barbecue. I got to shoot like 70% of it. I can't claim the drone shots, even though I want to learn how to do that. But I had so much fun making it. One of the creative minds behind it, I want to shout out Tom and Eric. Eric in particular, when he kind of dubbed me as the main photographer for this, he was like, have you ever seen the Batman? I was like, of course. He's like, just shoot it dirty. And I was like, let's do it. And so I hit the ground running, and I'm really proud of what we accomplished. It was over a year, not over a year, basically a year that it took to get this thing done, which is a feat in of itself because we were still doing our daily jobs. And so we were kind of working around that. But I really enjoyed it. It's got drama. It's got family history. It's got history of barbecue, but also it involves the Texas Monthly top 50 barbecue list, which I have a feeling most people around the country kind of know about.
I mean, if you're into like barbecue, I'm sure that you do.
But it's so clearly so big down here, but got a lot of great meals through the process.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just going to shout out the one barbecue place that I think a lot of people should come down to Texas for, and it's the New Kid on the Block in Lockhart. And so that's the focus of the film is Lockhart because that's where a lot of the barbecue started. And the one in particular, the New Kid on the Block is Barb's BQ, and Chuck. So it's a female-owned, woman-owned business, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And she's doing great things. Try the ribs. They do a little lime zest on it. Fantastic. Chef's kiss.
Dude, yeah, hell yeah. Hopwolves, please check that out. Like Todd said, it's on YouTube. We'll link it in the show notes and also post some of it on our story, link like that as well.
Yeah, that'd be great. Yeah.
So yeah, definitely if you're a fan of barbecue, if you're a fan of documentaries, you got to do it for your boy. It's really, I watched it. I think it was last week. Yeah, it's really it's super fun. It's really well done. Kudos to Todd. I know this is something that you have been. I mean, you said it. You worked really hard on it for a long time, and it shows. It really shows. It's very captivating. And again, if you're a fan of barbecue, like must see for that. It'll make you fucking hungry for sure. Like my stomach's rumbling just thinking about it and hearing about it. And it's really crazy that there is, I mean, Family Beef, like appropriate title with how much drama there is in this one little town that's so condensed, but like there's so much sick barbecue there. Crazy.
I think it's 8 or 9 at least barbecue joints in this one town, and it's like a smaller town outside of Austin, so like its presence is there once you enter.
Yeah. I mean, it's really like, check that out too. And what goes better with barbecue than beer, which we're going to be talking about here pretty soon. So
yes, because I want to hear what's been going on in your life so far this year.
Oh man. I think the biggest thing this year, it's been a pretty cool year. Still tough, but it's been a good one. Overall, I started working full time at the hotel that I'm an AV tech at, and I've been doing and learning a lot more about audiovisual AV just in general. I've been doing it it's coming up on 3 years, but having a full-time job was a big adjustment for me because I had been freelancing for about 5 or 6 years before that. But luckily, like the company that I work for is like pretty chill about me taking time like on availability to do other gigs, especially if it's going to like better my skill set. So I've done like a few bigger shows over this year and over the years, doing video work mainly, but learning to do a lot of like live audio mixing, which I've always wanted to do. And then some lighting stuff, which has always been my weakest, whether that's film or in the AV world. But I say that lightly, like I still know what's up. But so I've been learning a lot there. And Skylar and I went to Sonic Temple this year, which for those of you unfamiliar, it's part of the DWP, which is Danny Weimer Presents. So DWP here in the States does Sonic Temple, Louder Than Life, Welcome to Rockville, and Aftershock.
Those are big ones. Those are all big ones.
Yeah. And Incarceration too.
Oh yeah.
So it's basically like I think they're all 4-day festivals, but this year in particular, so we had been once before 6 years ago in 2019, which is crazy to even think about. But this year, I don't know, we had a great fucking time. Hopefully you guys did too. But we knew we had to go because like just the headliners alone, like Metallica does their no repeat weekend. So Metallica was going to be there, and we probably would have paid about what we paid to go for 4 days, let alone like 2 nights from Metallica. So it was like them. And then the other headliners were Linkin Park, which I fucking cried while seeing that. I love, like, I'd never seen them. I did not get the chance, unfortunately, to ever see them with Chester. RIP. And I know it's a very divisive topic, but I don't know. I think Emily did a great job, and just getting past the fact that, like, you know, she's not Chester, is a really big thing, but I think she does justice to the songs and the stuff that they did on their last album, From Zero, which I actually love that album. Like I listen to it all the time. It fits super well in the set lists. So that was cool. Korn was another headliner, but then we saw, like Peeling Flesh, Sanguine Sugar Bog, like Whitechapel, Cannibal Corpse. We saw Boundaries. We saw fucking ICP. Like Acid Bath was there. Deaf Heaven. Hatebreed. Like I don't know. We just saw like so many. 4 days, I think, is 3 days is probably my max for a fest because my day 4 is fucking so exhausted. But that was a really big thing.
And you're going like back and forth from stage to stage, right?
Yeah.
I remember you sending me those, like your itinerary, basically.
Have to. Anyone that's ever been to a festival, especially something like for us, you know, we've talked about it multiple times over the years, like going to Mayhem Fest, going to Vans Warped Tour, like anything like that, where you're just meticulously trying to plan out who you're going to see and like where you can cut some sets so you can go see other sets.
And there's times like you're running, like,
yeah. We've been trying to see the Plot in You for years and we keep missing them because they're just like early enough where like we'll get there like right after they're done.
You missed the Plot, man.
It was in us the entire time, but apparently it doesn't matter. But yeah, dude, like we both have smartwatches and like it was easy, like 20,000 steps in a day.
Damn.
So I think when we got back, we walked like 40 miles, dude. It was something fucking wild. And also like we stayed at Airbnb within walking distance. So like it was still like a big walk.
How was your calves during that walk? Were you just like we're almost there. We're almost there.
It was pretty bad, especially by day 4. But one of the biggest issues people had was like parking. And it wasn't necessarily the festival's fault. There was just like a lot happening that weekend. It's in Columbus, Ohio. So like Ohio State was graduating that weekend.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Amongst like other things, but like people were waiting. Like I think Skylar was like just hawkeyeing the fucking Reddit page and people are complaining about like waiting like 3 hours to get out of parking and shit like that. So we're like, well, we are fine because like we're just fucking walking. So that was really cool. We were able to go and spend our anniversary this year in a yurt, which is essentially like a bigger teepee in the mountains. So that was really cool. That's something that we both really have wanted to do for a long time. I got a couple projects coming up, working on some like I'm shooting a music video with shout out 3 Gloves, Howie Glover back home in Erie in like 2 weeks. So I'm excited for that. Some things are like in the works, but I'm the short end of it is like, I'm excited to like really try to like hone skills for my AV for film. And then just trying to really like hone in on like being more creative, like proactively creative. Cause I get into really bad ruts and just trying to, just enjoy like I know you feel that we've bonded over it many a times. But just trying to enjoy time with Skylar, Luna. And if that's the rundown, essentially. I mean, I'm sure there's things, you know, but that's not really why we're here.
I told Arie, you know, for the last episode, since it's Brewtal, I was going to get a tall beer. And so, I'm going to brush up on my old English here.
That was such a good reveal, dude.
Yes. I don't know. Malt liquor is just always celebratory for me. And so I thought, run down to the nearby gas station. I got this, and I felt weird just getting this on a Wednesday evening. So I also bought a Slim Jim that I can snap into.
That's it's going to be a good night. So
yeah. And now
crack that power, dude.
My hands are so nervous. Oh no. Let's not spill on the final episode.
No.
Here we go.
Hell yeah.
I just pour it all out for the homies.
Dude, that's why. Did you ever get Milwaukee's Best, like that 40?
Mm-hmm.
Where they have the 2 ounces so you can pour it out for the homies?
Oh,
Incredible.
I don't know if I put that two and two together for that, but that's hell yeah.
42 ounces, baby.
I will say I miss Hurricane. I it's
Yeah.
been a long time since I found one, but
Well, Todd definitely brought the heat with the oldie. But I am excited for the lineup here. I got three today. So
okay.
I think actually about it equals to about one of your 40s. I'll just kind of go through them real fast. It's not going to show up because everyone watching is okay, there we go. Yeah, nice. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, universe. Last episode.
Love the artwork already.
Yeah, I really wanted like this wasn't like the most metal one, but all the like hella metal. It's pretty metal. It's pretty metal. So everyone that's listening, it's this giant black and white mouse that's collecting a skeleton, but it's like a skeleton where like you get a skeleton suit type of deal. Yeah, it's super fucking funny, but it's a gold can as well, and I just keep dropping it lower and lower. But it's called I Quit Solemn Oath, and it's a collab between Solemn Oath, shocker, and Cinderlands. I have heard of Cinderlands before. I looked it up to confirm, but they are a Pittsburgh brewery. But Solemn Oath is from Chicago, Chi-Town. But it's a tart shake IPA.
Oh, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, me neither. Because all the other like hella metal ones that I kind of figured were the case were just like really like gnarly IPAs, which I'm usually down for. But the second beer I got is a pale ale, which we'll come back to that one. But I had to bring back Zombie Dust for the very, very last one because I forgot that this was the first one I ever did for Brewtal, so it only seemed fitting to bring it back. But anyone that's listened to this, I really ever, I love this beer. Yeah. It's one of my favorites. And 19.2, I'm here for it. And then the last one is Narragansett for.
Oh yeah,
love that beer. If you haven't had it, famous from Jaws, which is the 50th anniversary this year, and we're coming up on a holiday weekend. So what's better than sharks and beer? Not much.
That's your next podcast, you know?
Yeah. We just pivot.
Look at this black tip. You know what really pairs well with a black tip shark?
What was it last year, dude? When you came to visit and we went up to Veritage, which also quick shout out to my Veritage glass here from Brewtal Mark Costa of Ender. Super fucking shout out Ender specifically, and Veritage, really cool startup. I'm not a startup, but they're a newer brewery up, and we went to New Jersey to check them out. But Todd and I think we were just like hella high the one day watching Shark Week, and it was all about like shark mating and shit like that. Do you remember that?
Yes.
It's like a dating show. Dude, it was so fucking weird, but
I'm fairly certain they talked about shark penises.
They absolutely did. And it had a really interesting name too.
Yes, I can't think of it, but it's so funny.
It's going to bother me, but I'm sure it'll come up eventually.
I think it starts with a C.
All I want to say is like,
my mind keeps going to clavicle, and that's clearly not it. But
yeah, it's something like, I don't know. Well, it'll come. I'm sure. Well, it always comes with the sharks. Anyway,
hold on.
I don't remember how we got onto this. Oh, we're gonna pivot to beer, sharks and beer.
No, well, I found it. Clasper,
yes. The Clasper, dude. And they were not shy about showing that and talking about it because, that's important. Shark anatomy is important.
Sounds impressive in real life. So,
yeah. So if you're like super high one day and you want to know more about sharks and their claspers, we're coming up on Shark Week. So there you go. And I'm sure you can find it online because you can find anything online. Before we get more sidetracked, I wanted to just read what's on the back of the can, which the back of the can is just a photo negative of what's on the front here. Pretty nice. So it's a tart shake IPA with pineapple, guava, and lemon. Sign me up. The newest release in the Oathbreaker series. That's People That Quit Solemn Oath Brewery. This beer is close to our hearts, like a midnight walk across a theoretical frozen lake. Share those moments and this beer with the people that are most important to you. So, boom.
Yeah, man. Let's cheers
My dude, Todd.
on the screen somehow.
Boom. Cheers, Hopwolves. Thank you again for all the years and for allowing us to talk. Ooh, I'm sorry. This smells really good. Like it's down. It's like way the fuck down here, but I can already smell it. I'm getting distracted. But for real, we're super appreciative of you guys listening and interacting or anything with us. Cause I mean, it is kind of like a parody, but like two white guys and a podcast, like that's pretty meme worthy, but
It's a pretty niche market,
we appreciate it. It's super niche market. But yeah, we've had fun with this. Hopefully the Hopwolves did as well. So thank you for listening to us talk about beer and metal and just really talk our shit. So hell yeah, let's get it. I'm gonna pour this and take a sip, and then we can talk about some music here. Just give me a sec.
Go. Yeah.
Let's go. Boom.
I can't wait to see what this looks like. He's pouring it right now for those listening. I'm chewing my Slim Jim.
Oh, damn. I should have shaken this up. I can see bits of some chonkage in here. Let's see. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it or not. Oh, you can kind of see it. Do you see all the sediment in that shit?
Yeah, it looks like some OJ with some pulp in there.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot of sediment for everyone listening, everyone watching. I mean, you can see glare, but you can see like down at the bottom too, it's starting to settle there. But it is it really, like the color itself just kind of straight up reminds me of like orange pop, which I fucking love. And I don't usually see that type of like, some Fago, that ICP, dude. It smells super citrusy and very tropical, which makes sense given the flavor profile, which again is pineapple, guava, and lemon. So
oh, dude,
perfect. Again, cheers, Hopwolves. We love you.
I'm excited for you.
Yeah, that's nice. It's super tart on the front end, smooth finish, which again all makes sense given this tart shake IPA. Yeah, super tart. Like you get a lot of like that flavor profile from the tropical. I'm not getting like a ton of lemon, but I think that's just because like the pineapple and the guava, even though lemon's like already overpowering, I think that's more just like adding to the citrus, and like the flavor itself is coming from like the pineapple and the guava. One more. Yeah, that's good. I fuck with that. And it's actually like pretty nice. Like it's not as hot as Todd. Well, you know, but he,
it's OLDE English 800, baby.
It's pretty hot like in Pittsburgh right now. And this is actually like pretty like refreshing given like the profile of it. Again, just like the flavors, but like the sediment, I never get like that much sediment in a lot of the stuff that I've had recently. If I'm honest, a lot of the shit that I've been going to is like the Gansett and like a lot of like easier drinking. It hasn't been a ton of like IPAs or like my go-tos normally, but special occasion. Yeah, I would get this shit again. Very fun can. I fuck with it. Good flavors. I love the profile. It's tart. It's smooth. It's got a nice body on it. So yeah, I'm here for it. Let's go. That again is I Quit Solemn Oath, a collab from Solemn Oath and Cinderlands. Let's go.
Love it. Yeah, I love that combo of flavors too.
Yes. I knew that was the one, because there's a lot of like pastry stouts and like imperial stouts and shit that I really wanted to try. I'm like, it is not the move right now. And I didn't want anything that was going to crush my palate as far as like bitterness goes, which was basically all the other ones I wanted to get. So I think this was a good compromise.
Listen, all I'm going to say is always go out with a bang with a malt liquor, and just be glad I didn't choose a Pilsner.
I mean, you might as well have.
It's probably one sip below.
No, great pick. All right, so we have the beverages covered.
Yes.
We're here. We're ready to fucking go. Let's talk about our favorite thing. We love talking about beer, but of course, we want to talk about metal. And 2025. So at this point during recording, it is we're in July, early July. So we're officially on the back half of 2025, which is crazy. But as we were talking about before, the year's just been kind of flying by. And I mean, really like last year into this year. But
all blur. Yeah.
Literally, like if you're watching on YouTube, just like our backgrounds, dude, blurry. But not to be confused with Puddle of Mud blurry, even though that song is good. Puddle of Mud kind of sucks. But anyway, I digress.
So blue.
I love seeing footage of them now, and it's just like it's cringe. It was always cringe, but like it's super cringe now.
I like the way you smack my ass.
Just peak lyricism, dude. She fucking hates me, which actually the song still fucks, but
yeah, actually
neither here nor there.
That first album still.
The first 2 albums, like I like the one after that too. It was like Life on Display.
Yes. Yeah.
That was the title, not the title track, but like their first single from that was a banger. Anyway, so before we go down the Puddle of Mud,
that's what we really want to talk to you about the rest of the podcast.
Just listen to this. And for anyone that doesn't know, it's Mud with 2 Ds. Important.
What's on that, bro?
Oh my god. This year's been fucking S tier as far as albums go, dude. It's been crazy.
If 2024 wasn't any indication that like metal is on an incline, like now it's shooting up.
It is, dude. Between like the releases and then like the tour packages have been coming through. I know I personally have been to more shows this year than I have in like the last couple years, which
total opposite of me. Which
I know, it's usually the opposite. I mean, I did get a leg up going to Sonic Temple, but even besides that, there's been quite a few shows that like recently just went to see 18 Visions, did a full playthrough of Until the Ink Runs Out, which was fucking sick.
Hell yeah.
And so that was cool. Got to see Foreign Hands on that bill too as well, which I know. What are these hands?
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't do.
So foreign.
So foreign, dude. But just some examples. So what we're really getting at is like, so since we're wrapping the show up, we're not doing the wrap up like we usually do, but we want to at least talk about some of the albums that have come across our desk, as Todd always puts it, and then ones that we're excited for that are still yet to come. So I'm gonna throw it to you, Todd. What are some albums that are, or I mean, it doesn't have to be albums, but like singles, anything like that, but like what's been doing it for you so far in 2025?
So, people are going to dog me for this, but I've moved away from death metal, and I know much chagrin for that, but I still love it. Don't worry. But I've weirdly gone back to like metalcore a little bit, which I know is, don't talk about metalcore, especially on a podcast called Brewtal, but I love my cleans.
You can still have heavy fucking metalcore.
I like hearing people sing as well as scream. But it's been a roller coaster with like that. It's gone into like post-hardcore, a little bit of hardcore itself, and then shot over to like basically progressive metal. And that leads me to so far my album of the year, which is Rivers of Nile, subtitled. I was worried about the direction of the band because they lost their vocalist, and then they brought on that new guy. Can't think of his name off the top of my head, but he adds so much to the band. Yeah, new guy. That's how he's credited. But I even think they got another guy on an instrument too. If not, that guy also plays something.
This is the best explanation.
Yeah. Just read their fucking bio. But I love their new album. I love everything about it. I love this new direction. It's such a hard thing to replace a vocalist and like still keep that momentum that you had going, because the previous album, The Work, They did put in the work. That's the joke, but
Overdone, overplayed. Stop using it.
just a little bit. Time was on their hands. That's kind of
Okay. All right.
It's part of a song title. Anyway, I don't
Were the
know.
owls watching too? Stop it.
And now it's an angel. What an angel really looks like. Anyway, top album of the year for me so far. I love the progression that they've made. Again, I guess progressive metal is what I'm really into right now, and so I do want to shout out a couple other bands that like really caught my ears. You know, The Haunted is back.
Yes.
And it's not like they like just came back. They did make another album a little bit ago with this relatively this same lineup, if not this exact same lineup. But Songs of Last Resort, go check it out. I love that album too. But the one I do want to shout out is the band's name is Death Rattle. I don't think a lot of people know about this band, but they released the album The Moral Chokehold. Go check it out.
Hard.
I don't know how to describe them other than it's like maybe mixing Fit for an Autopsy with some other bands somewhat in that pocket of the genre. I love it. It kind of gives me a little bit of Lamb of God too, which is always a good thing in my opinion.
Yep.
Beyond that, Kardashev is one of my favorite albums of the year. That one's called Alunea, maybe. Hopefully, I'm saying that right. We're not always great with the pronunciations and whatnot. But I think that is their best album to date. Go check it out. Doom Gaze or whatever they call Death Gaze.
Yeah.
And you know, the Academy that guy does as well. Go check out everything he does. He gets awesome guests. I always remember his conversation with Phil from Whitechapel. Speaking of Whitechapel, that album.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, come on now.
Yes, sir.
They went not only heavy, but like, come on.
The Kings are back.
Yeah. And then a surprise one for me, and this is a very progressive metal album, is Byzantine with Harbingers.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Through and through progressive metal because they never stop experimenting, and I love their album. And it actually like made me appreciate going back and checking out their other stuff because I will be honest, like I really haven't paid attention to them. I know they released that EP before this, and I was like, oh shit, you know, they're back making music, which is cool to see. That seems to be a theme this year too. Is a lot of bands coming back to make music. Because I'm going to shout out Bless the Fall. They got a
yeah.
I love it, dude. I can't get enough of it. And they're still in that same pocket of sound. They didn't switch up anything, which is so fucking rad.
Yeah, I mean they're very good at what they do, and it's just been a continuation of them like honing that craft.
And they're making fun of themselves, like Mallcore. Come on, I love that they're doing that.
So good.
Beyond that, this is a recent one, Blood Vulture. I told Arie this is like Nosferatu in chains because it's a gothic grunge band, but it's heavy on the metal tones on you know the whole structure of the sound. They have some great guest vocals, a lot of women vocalists to kind of pair with the main singer. I do highly recommend that. Some other ones that stick out, Thus Spoke Zarathustra. I'm so bad with their name.
Yep.
But I feel like they released their best yet. This one you actually introduced me to is The Cruel, the album called Cruel Society. I don't know how to describe them, but I just really enjoyed it. It's a solid album. Their cover art made me think of All Hope Is Gone from Slipknot a little bit, just because it's a grass field. Yeah, and it has like some figures standing in the field. But go check that out. Larcinia Row, Extraction.
Of course.
They're experimenting so much with deathcore and death metal or whatever you want to go with for the genre. To me, it's all fluid, so it doesn't really matter. But I love where they're taking heavy. They're taking it to strange horizons, and what more could you ask for? Wounded Touch, they released their best album to date, a vivid depiction of collapse. Uh, I forget what they said online, but it's just like a very depressing album. But like I think
Yeah.
they're really honing their crafts and like finding their sound with this album. Beyond that, we always love new metal here with Brewtal. We don't shy
We do.
away. Garbage World with Dealer's Choice.
Yeah.
Love Limp Bizkit, but wanted a heavier version. And the lyricism is really good storytelling with it. Go check out that album. The album cover features like a car and like some symbols. It feels very Slam
Yeah.
with the album artwork, but you're gonna get some really good new metal. Is one death metal band I can mention. It's a local one here to Austin, actually. It's a Corpus Awful. It's a self-titled album. One of the best ones I've heard this year. And, you know, I just said earlier, I haven't really checked out death metal, so it's not saying much, but that's to me one of the top ones. And then I got to give a shout out to Crown Magnetar with their Punishment EP.
Always.
Love that. And so I don't get too long winded, I'm going to kind of rattle off some so Arie can take the floor. Orthodox.
Go off, King.
Orthodox.
Yes, sir.
I got that album on vinyl. I learned today because they had an AMA on Reddit that their guitarist learned how to play guitar upside down. He played it the wrong way, and no one told him until he was like 14.
That's sick.
Which I
Love
don't
that.
I don't know how that works.
Yeah.
Straight from the Path, RIP. They
Another bittersweet.
Yeah, they went out with a bang though. Like, what a the swan song of an album to end on. Just wow.
Easily one of my favorite Stray albums.
Yeah. I'm gonna shout out some Brewtal alum, Blind Wolf.
Yes.
Their best album came out earlier this year. Nothing Noble with their awesome EP.
Yep.
I love that they switched up their sound. It's like super fun and super heavy. This one might go off a lot of people's radar. Is Silver Lake Murder. I kind of put them in the same vein as like Dissect and some other bands, which they released an awesome EP.
Yes.
This one is a very not an obscure band in a sense, but you know you might not have heard of them. Turian. They're doing cool things. They have a woman for vocals, and she's doing fantastic work. Low Before the Breeze, they're an Atlanta band. They're more maybe black metal-ish in a sense, but go check them out. Paradise Slaves, Brock from 36 Crazy Fists is back. I love their new album. And then Your Spirit Dies, Pathogenic, Ritual of Despair, and Gnostician. Go check them out.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to make sure I got them in there. Hopefully I didn't do too much of what you're going to say. I'm going to end with actually one I think might be your album of the year so far, which is the Callous Cowboys.
Yeah, dude, I am obsessed with that album. It's, to me, the definitive like album experience, and like the singles themselves are great, like as the songs, but like in the entirety of the album, which Hopwolves, if you've like listened over the years, like we both love like the total package, especially if it's like, if it's a single that are like, you know, I just don't like, I'm not fucking with it as much, which I'm not saying was the case here, but then like you hear it in the entirety of like, oh no, this makes total sense. And I love it, dude. That's definitely one I knew I was going to like, but I didn't know I was going to like it this much. And I love that
too. So I got that one on vinyl. I got such good vinyls, like in one sitting. Like I said, Straight from the Path, Orthodox, the Callous Cowboys, and then one other, which I'm forgetting.
Oh yeah, that list was fucking fire, dude.
Yeah, but I wanted to mention, because we're on the topic, is that what's so cool about the Callous Cowboys vinyl is on the inside. It's either on the inside or on a sheet you could pull out. It's got like a blueprint of a house, if you will, but it ties into like what do they mention, like a library or something?
The Museum of Failure.
Yes, and so it ties into everything. It's like a nice floor. It was so cool, and I was like, what a like cool
That's
tie
awesome.
to your lyrics and stuff like that. I love when bands like add layers.
Yes. That's so sick. That's definitely one I want to pick up on vinyl. Like I'm hoping to get they're coming through in the fall on a headlining tour. The lineup is super sick. Like Your Spirit Dies is on there. It's like them, Unity TX, and then Crush. It's like Crush Plus Plus. They're like more of like a shoegazy. They're the whole like package is really cool, and it's very diverse, which is we love the diversity here on Brewtal. That's always been something we've been into as far as like tour packages and stuff goes. But like, well, diversity in general, but specifically,
literally
what
just
we're talking about.
Yeah, the list I rattled off.
Yeah. So I'm really excited for that. And Your Spirit Dies is definitely up there for me. It's damn, I wish I could remember like how I described it, but like, yeah, that album.
It sounds like classic, even though it's clearly like new, but like,
yeah, yes.
I don't know who to. Maybe did you say Misery Signals or somebody or
that's always like a default one to go to because like so many people have really tapped into like that Misery Signals sound. But like, yes, that's a good one. Fuck, dude, I'm blanking on it. But like, Your Spirit Dies is really like heavier side of metalcore and like done very well. That's another one. Like I had no expectations going into the album and fell in love with it instantly, and that's my favorite thing.
Dude, Fall 50 Feet came out that
Fall
same
50
day.
Feet. Yeah. That was a stellar release day, dude. That's a really sick album. That's up there as well. I think they're from like West Virginia, like a fairly new band.
I think so. Maybe.
Yeah. Fall 50 Feet.
Don't quote us. Don't quote us on these.
Please never quote us. Yeah, dude. I mean, you brought up a lot of the ones that like I was going to bring up, which were usually Sync Doc Wave on that. But what's great is because like the ones that you brought up, like I kind of had a feeling like a lot of them were going to come up, but it's always so diverse from like we're in the same pocket, but we always like different aspects of like the same thing, which, you know, that's our relationship. That's how it has always been like over the years.
Dude, sometimes it changes from day to day. Like it's so sporadic sometimes. And yeah, like I mentioned that Blood Vulture band, like that's who I want to kick on right now.
Right.
It's gonna by next Friday. Who knows, dude?
Well, I mean, with the release like schedule from like the rest of the year too, which we'll get into in a little bit here. Yeah, I'll just kind of go through like Todd did a few that really stood out in the same vein as Orthodox because it came out the same day too. And also Brewtal alum, the new Mugshot, their debut album is in fucking incredible, dude. It's just 25 minutes, I think. Just ass beater, like the whole thing. And I'm hoping
starts like right away too. Like
if you want to get like fucking hype, dude, that album will do. You listen to that and Orthodox in one sitting. Don't come near me. Don't even do it.
Door open, bro. They're leaving the door open.
Which also I wanted to speak on the Orthodox a little bit. Like this is one of my favorite. Like this, I still like their very first album, the Sounds of Loss, I think it is.
I actually really like their last one, in my opinion. But
Learning to Dissolve, incredible album. But I think this one in particular, they really like went like it just sounds darker. Like you look at the visuals, like, and they've already like had that sound, but it's just like again, it's the harder side of like metal. I mean, more hardcore, but like hardcore metalcore. And they really like.
Even like new metal, because I know they're big fans of like Slipknot and stuff.
Yeah, I was talking to shout out Jace Ebersol and the Befell homies, which I do want to bring up. Like they have their debut album coming out the same day as Sanguine Sugarbog, actually. So mark your calendars in October. I think it's the 10th. That album, I got to listen to it, dude. It's so you're gonna love it. It's peak like golden age of metalcore, like they really honed in on it. But I was talking to Jace about like that Orthodox, like Learning to Dissolve is definitely like more new metal-y, and then A Door Left Open still has that flair, but it's like definitely leaning more into the hardcore elements, which I think just is like where it comes like darker again with like the imagery and things like that. I I love that album, and I'm hoping to catch them on tour like this weekend actually, because it's them, Orthodox, it's Orthodox, Mugshot, Omerta, and From Joy. Oh,
dude, all those
incredible
bands,
lineup.
amazing. I honestly can't wait for Omerta to release a new album,
Whenever that may be.
Yeah. I did want to bring up, dude, that because that was one of the vinyls I got as well, dude. I'm still trying to figure out the front of the artwork. It looks like almost like a body caught in something, but
Yeah.
what's cool is when you open it up, it's like a creepy like cabin in the woods house or something. But they had like a little slip sheet, I think, or maybe that's what the artwork is on. I could grab it, but I forget. But it says like drag the body or something, and I think that
Hard.
I think that coincides with, you know, a door wide open or something.
All the above, yes. It's just like, and like the back of it, or at least like the flyer for the tour, is just like a window filled with flies. Fucking love it.
Somebody
sick.
died.
Spoiler alert. Is it you? I don't know.
It was me in the pit.
It's me. Yeah. But yeah, dude, those two are definitely up there. Just really, really quick, I'll go down like some of the lists here. Killing of a Sacred Deer, like out of nowhere, they dropped one single and then like a whole ass album, which is fucking MySpace era deathcore done very fucking well. Shout out Brewtal alum Gut Rectomy. They have a new album that's really, you want slam, like you got it. Kawanashi, their newest album, I'm obsessed with as well. I think this is like their strongest to date as far as like they really encompass like the chaotic bits of it. They really encompass a lot of the melodic elements that they've done. And we all know your boy's a slut for that shit. I know you are too.
Well, no, I just have to say, dude, lyricism, some of the best.
Peter is one of those like the vocalists that is really like it's gonna make or break the band for sure. But like even if you can like get past that and look at the lyrics, yeah, dude, they're so good. And I didn't realize like all their albums are the same story arc, but they're told like in different.
Even the artwork, it's like a different perspective from the last EP or album or whatever they released before.
Yeah, it's all. I was just reading an article like before we start recording. It's all like the Lemon House Saga is what it's called. But this is incredible. Chef's kiss for Kawanashi. I fucking love the album. But them, the New Malevolence, I'm really into.
Oh my god,
that's a great album. One of their best. Scowl's new album. I've been really fucking into, also obsessed with. I'm going to use that term a lot. That's one that like I wasn't a huge fan, story of my life, of Scowl before, when they were just like straight up like hardcore, like more like hardcore punk. But they really like they added more like melodic elements, which of course, again, really into, but it works super well for the band because they still have the same energy, but like the structuring is a little bit different. So anyway, you got a fan from this album, and I've grown to like the other stuff as well. Gates to Hell, that new album's fucking sick. Backbiter released one that was really good. Traders, really, really fucking cool. They've really gone like the new metal direction. Like it's still like down tempo and beat down and shit, but like it's definitely more new metal, which I fucking love.
Yeah, they have the hip hop elements.
Yeah. It's super good. And also love the fact that Chris Roeder from like Moths to Flames did the album art. Shout out Chris Roeder, dude. Fucking love that dude. And then Deaf Heaven's new one is incredible. Spirit Box. There's a lot of like really big bands that have like we don't want to not talk about, but like, because everyone's always talking about them. But dude, I love the Spirit Box album. I love the latest Architects album.
Yes.
Those are two big ones that just have been on repeat since they dropped. Body Box, their newest one, 3, is super sick. Body Prison, another good one. Had to follow that up with that.
Dude, Body Horror is in this year, so let's
get Body, dude. You're gonna. You said Ritual of Despair, Sold Soul, which we thought were like they were done, but they came back with a whole ass album that fucking rips. And then like Full of Hell, great. Have to shout out Sunmancer, Brewtal Alum, our homies in the Dirty South, ATL.
No, let's take a pause for them because they have been great guests on this show.
Yes.
And we love those guys. And we might even clip this just to send to them because they are awesome. They're
So
keeping
sick.
that old metalcore alive and doing it fantastic. That last EP, like you're gonna instantly like catch it. Like the courses are catchy as fuck, and like they just know what they're doing. Like they would easily fit in with like early like All That Remains, Kill Switch Engage, like all that shit. And I can't wait. I can't wait for like a full length from those guys. Like
They're writing one right now.
and they're such rad dudes. We still want one of those ICP koozies.
Yes.
If you're
Yes.
we're gonna send them this. We have to. We'll clip it. We love you guys.
Yeah, we do. And that's just one of many examples of super fucking cool guests that we've had the honor of chatting to and getting to know. Because we want to hear from like our friends and things like that who are doing really cool things, and it's been like a byproduct of just reach out to some people and then they end up being like cool as fuck, and that's fun for us and hopefully again like fun for you guys.
Dude, just today, the Death Mask band from Mexico sent me a new single. They have an awesome guest on it. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but it's just, I don't know, little connections like that go a long way. And then, I don't know, in the day of internet and shit like that, it's nice to like actually talk to people. I think let's bring that back, guys.
Yeah. And that goes to like, if there's any time like we've talked about a band or like I brought it up, like, go to a show, dude.
Yes.
Like go hang out and
say hello at the merch table. Like always do that.
You just never know. And like, I'd say 9 times out of 10, most of the people, at least like that we've had, again, like the privilege to speak with have been cool as fuck. So
ooh, that makes me think of Gag, dude. Great American Ghost. They released a new album this year.
Yeah. Great album.
To me, Kings of Metalcore right now. I'll say it. I love that band. So shout out Great American Ghost. Like one of the greatest live bands.
Yeah, I remember you talking up how like sick they were live, and also shout out to like bands, at least the first like quarter, using kerosene for like every fucking like album title, which I'm not mad about, but it was just like a weird happenstance to be like, it was like Gag, and then like I think like Enterprise Earth had that, and like All That Remains. I'm like, where's the kerosene, dude? Where's it coming from?
Enterprise Earth EP at the beginning of the year. They're Kings of January, and y'all start the year off right.
They just dropped a cover of Slave Shall Serve, the Behemoth cover, and that is one of the sickest covers, dude. It's so good.
Totally unexpected, and y'all killed it. We love that band, and just keep on trucking.
Yeah, we had the pleasure of talking to Gabe Mangold from Enterprise Earth. That was a really cool interview. And he was super cool. Yinzer, Pittsburgh, original. And
dude cooked up an album like Breaking Bad, man. Come on, let's go.
Let's go, dude. Just a couple more, and then we can get into things that we're excited for the remainder of the year, and then we can kind of wrap things up from there. I had to talk about, you mentioned Nothing Noble, but Church Tongue is one of my, like, probably my favorite EP this year. And really cool having like Nico Cauldron that's his original band, who is now in Knocked Loose and doing amazing things. And then Mike Sugars, who was in Vatican at one point. And
R.I.P. That was a great
R.I.P.
album.
I loved Vatican, but also in Psycho Frame, which that is one of the releases I'm super stoked for towards the end of the year. Shout out Wind Chimes, another Brewtal EP. Well, not EP, Brewtal but they released an EP that fucking rips, dude. I think they've really come into like a good sound and like cohesive band, because it seems like they've gone through a lot of member changes over the years, but really cool like sound that they're getting now. and I fucking love it because they still have the doom elements, which they had a lot before, but it's more death metal. And yeah, it's just working very fucking well. Pittsburgh band, fucking awesome. God Complex came back with another one of my favorite EPs. 4 straight fucking rippers, dude. And then the last 2 that I really want to mention, Painted Truth, Tsunami Split. Fucking love both those bands. Coast to Coast, that EP is so sick. And had the pleasure to see both of them at Sonic Temple, which was really fucking cool. And then Molotov Solution coming back with an amazing EP, dude. I fucking love that EP. Another OG MySpace deathcore band, and they sound better than ever.
I don't know if they're back or not, but we need Ion Dissonance back. I'm just saying.
Would love Ion Dissonance back, dude. That would be cool.
But speaking of comebacks, there has been a few, and I'm trying to think of some other ones, but like they keep coming up from the woodworks, and it's been I love it. But I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm so bad at verbatim, but I do want to also mention Shed of Intent.
Yeah, that one just dropped, but like that album is. I mean, everyone knows that Shadow Intent is going to put out a fucking solid album, and they just continue to do that.
The drums, dude.
Dude, one of my I think I was telling you one of my favorite things is watching Bryce Butler like drum playthrough videos because he looks like oh my god, from Malcolm in the Middle, Dewey.
Yes.
And he's just so stoked to be playing, but he's ripping through like the most like complicated fills, dude, and it just looks flawless. That dude is in fucking sane.
You're a human machine. I don't know how else to like, but like I don't know. For me, it's always like vocals, drums, and it like interchanges, and like it's nothing against the guitars.
Everyone else.
Yeah, nothing against anyone else, but like I think a lot of people know like drums are like the backbone, and like vocals, you know, can make or break a band, depending, you know, per the individual. But I don't know, man. I listened to that album for the drums.
His drumming style, again, like the fills that he comes up with are just so unique. Like I think of Fly the Black Flag, and like when Chris Wiseman is doing Chris Wiseman things, and then you got Bryce just doing like, and then it's just like straight blast beats for like 2 minutes.
Dude, insane. And then like the rhythm change, which you have to like really like pay attention. Like, oh my god.
So good. Yeah, that's how it. And that one just came out last week.
I know that's so recent, but like it had to be said because I know that's a lot. That's at the top of a lot of people's lists. Like some people had like Whitechapel up there, and now it's like in contention on like heaviest of the year, if you will.
Personally, I'm still going Whitechapel, but the new Shadow of Intent is incredible. But I think just got more love for Whitechapel over the years, personally.
Yeah, they go back for us, man. I still remember the Walmart parking lot when they released New Eras of Corruption. That song with Chino, dude. Come on.
Dude, again, I was talking to Jace because I actually work with him now, which is so funny because we met from Brewtal, and now we're like super tight. But we were talking about Whitechapel the one day, and he's like, "Wait, there's a song with Chino on there." I was like, "Dude, you didn't fucking know." Like, and then we had to listen to it like right then and there because easily one of like the greatest gets for any album.
Did he think he was going to sing?
I don't know what he thought. I don't think so. But like, I mean, in fairness, like Chino does start off that section with like the dreamy, like spoken vocals. And then he goes into the scream. But like the Chino high and the Phil low chills every single time, dude.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So good. So good. There's
so many more. Yeah.
There's and these are, again, I think we can say this one more time. Like the albums that we talk about a lot are just ones that have stuck with us in one way, shape, or form. And
we're just two people. Like,
yeah,
like but the thing is, like, we love just so many genres and so many different iterations of metal that really the takeaway is like, don't stick to one genre.
If you get anything from this show, that
Just
should be
any
it.
takeaway. Yeah. Diversify
Diversity.
your assets.
Just diversity in general. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything. And that will lead into the latter half. Again, we're in the back half of 2025. So we've had incredible releases already. We knew this. We knew this going into it. And we've talked about the ones that have like really piqued our interest over the last 6 months. But like, what are some of the ones that are on your radar, come across the desk, as you will? Damn, we didn't even say meat and potatoes this time, but we did now. We did now. So let's get into like what are to wrap it all up before we finish the final episode. Be sad. What are some of the releases that are coming out that you're looking forward to?
I mentioned one, which is Bless the Fall. Can't wait for that. I believe Sangui Shikabog's got one coming. Is that
October?
Correct?
Yep,
That's right. I kind of feel on the spot now and I'm blanking, but oh gosh, I feel so pressured. But
good.
I'm gonna cheat. I have to cheat.
Do it.
While I'm cheating, list off some of yours because there is a lot coming. Which is always the hard part of the year because you have such a stacked like list in your head, and then you're like, well, shit, there's
6
so
more
much coming.
months, dude.
Yeah.
And then always like the back half, like the last quarter, specifically like October, those fall releases.
Oh my God.
Too much heat.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I'm going to go to the PRP, which shout them out always because that's the OG website. I remember when their site was blue. If anyone remembers that.
Don't date us, dude. Stop.
I'm going to date us. One of the last albums they did as a review before they switched to their new color scheme was the self-titled Avenged Sevenfold.
Damn.
Which they loved.
Goated album, though.
Which they loved, by the way, because who else sounds like that band? No one.
Yeah, that was a really that was a big fucking change, though, dude. Especially getting ripped to the rev, dude. Like a little piece of heaven is, and no one would put that shit like on an album. And
oh my God, yeah, that's a total departure from what they came from.
Yeah.
I also don't know. I don't know how to get to the album lists on their website anymore, so this might be a problem. But you might inspire me, so I'll kind of give you the floor. I know you just put me on the spot, but there is a lot of music coming out still.
Yeah, dude. So the ones that came to mind and / like have seen like the singles and things like that. Of course, Sangui Shugabog. I do want to shout out like the video. I'm blanking on the name, but like the latest release and the video is like very Black Hole Sun, Soundgarden inspired, and I love it. Shout out to Eric Richter. I'm sorry, it wasn't Eric Richter. Eric Esterday. My apologies. One of my favorite music video directors for doing one of the coolest videos I've seen like in recent years. And I know it was like co-directed. I'm blanking on the guy's name, but I think he's in Hot Mulligan. Anyway, very excited for that. I am like curious though, because like, so Kurt Ballou of Converge, incredible fucking musician and producer, produced this album, and it sounds so fucking good, at least the single. But damn, dude, I miss like the hella reverb on Devin's vocals for like their last 2 albums, and it's just like it's so produced, but it's still so fucking good. So like it'll be a weird transition to be like, wow, like the Bog has like money now. So but that's good because like when they played at Sonic Temple, so they're from Columbus, yes. And it was like their biggest hometown show, and it's so fucking sick, dude. They sound incredible live. Go see Sangui Shugabog if you can. I mean, you should probably should have already at this point. But incredible live band. So that one I'm very excited for. Tala has a new one coming out.
Yes.
Fuck
yes. Which you've heard a little bit of.
I won't say much other than you're gonna fucking love it, dude.
I can't wait,
It's so much more new metally than it has. So like Generation of Danger, fucking batshit crazy, right? And then Matriphagy is like, it's more.
Well, it put them on the map, and like, yes, there was like there was odes to stuff you've heard, but like their own twist on things. And to your point, the album that fall was just like, let's go deeper.
Dude, this one might be my favorite. It's so fucking. There's one song
I can't wait.
that has everyone playing in a different time signature. It's fucking wild.
What's more new metal than that, dude?
I can't wait for you to hear that shit. It's incredible.
I found the list. I had to go through Google, but Split Chain, dude.
Oh my god, dude! I can't fuck it. That's soon. That's the end of this month.
Yeah, 7-Eleven. Yo,
nice. Oh my god, I thought it was like the end of this month. Wow, it's like next week.
Much sooner. Yes.
Can't wait for that.
Cell's got a new one coming.
Yep. Very fucking. The new singles sound so good, dude.
Let's see here. Blind Equation, if you like them. I kind of like what they're doing. You know, it's not for everybody, but I like the pocket that they're in. We mentioned Psycho Frame.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what else. The band Cordyceps, keep an eye out for them. They're on Unique Leader.
Which, damn, I know what happened to Unique Leader, but like, what happened to Unique Leader?
Come back.
Sad.
Yeah,
sad.
Like, trying to make a comeback, y'all. To the Grave with Still. They're on Unique Leader.
Do they have a new album coming? I knew like they were dropping some singles, so that's exciting.
August 1st, so.
Ooh, nice.
Box Lake, New World
Yes,
Heat.
yes. I think this is going to be their best one yet.
Ooh, Gnosis.
Mm-hmm.
Aversion's Crown.
That's another comeback right there.
Yes.
Aversion's Crown. Dude, that new single was fucking sick.
Attack 2. I'm kidding. But no, they are.
Attacker.
Justice for the Damned. Love to see that.
True. That's a really cool story.
Dude, so Sugar Spine, I like the direction that they're going in.
Yeah, Sugar Spine.
Yeah, that new album's end of August, and then Signs of the Swarm.
Yep.
I love what they're doing right now. I know some people were kind of mixed on that latest single, but I love the tribal shit, and I think that's going to sound amazing live.
Agreed. That's a band. If you get a chance to see Signs live, like, please do it. They're so fucking tight live.
Oh, let's see who else we got here. Kingdom of Giants.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're in a cool little space with their sound coming off of their last album, which was super big for them. Passenger.
Yeah. Well, they had an EP too.
That's yes, but I don't know if those songs are going to be on the full length. That's my only. I don't know.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Modern Life is War. That's going to be cool. If you like that band, I personally do. Let's see. Between the Buried and Me, I'm ready for the journey. Like at this point,
oh, true.
They've gone so progressive. I'm actually really. If you know the band Lettuce, I feel like.
God damn it, dude.
I feel like
yes, you're right. You're right.
Silverstein is going to come out with a new one on UNFD, which is awesome. Nicolas Cage Fighter, which, by the way,
shout out, Brewtal alum.
By the way, Nicolas Cage is aware of Nicolas Cage Fighter.
Yes, dude.
That means everything. The new Lorna Shore is coming out. I love actually just scrolling through right now. Like, this is getting me excited, and this is honestly why we do this. It's just something to look forward to, dude. The new Igor with the 3 R's, they're batshit crazy.
Yeah.
But they're always a fun listen. Orbit Culture, I personally like them. I know,
Yeah, I like
some people
Beverage
consider
Culture.
them like stadium metal, but I really do
They've
think,
gotten to that, but like they still fuck though.
yeah. You mentioned Sanguis Sugarbog, Psychonaut, if you like them, they're coming
Hmm.
out with a new one. That ends at November, and then it weirdly jumps to the next year, which is kind of funny. I guess no albums have been announced for December yet, which is always a weird month to release something. I
Yeah,
know Darko in the past released something at the very end of the year, and
yeah.
that kind of got overlooked.
I
So
mean,
yeah,
they Darko released, was it three, like Darko 3? I forget the name of it, but like they had something this year that was pretty fucking dope.
I don't know the future of that project because I know Spite has something in the works, and of course Chelsea Grin is always.
Ooh, Spice, yeah, they should be dropping
Yeah.
something soon, which the drummer of Carcosa, I fucking hope that Carcosa drops the new album this year because I know it's done. And I know this because Buffel used the same dude to mix their shit as he did Carcosa stuff too. So I know it's fucking done. Like, I just don't know when it's coming out, which is infuriating to me.
Dude, you speaking of them, and it makes me think of Angel Maker, but it also makes me think of Gorehammer. What
Oh,
I was expecting another release from them, and I don't know what happened with that.
I mean, Johnny
Oh,
dropped
is
out of
it?
that project, and
Oh,
then
okay. I didn't know
it
that.
was it was Big Chocolate, and then I'm
Hmm.
blanking on his name, but the one of the guitarists of Angel Maker. I just don't think they've, like, Angel Maker's been touring a fuck ton,
Which I
um,
mean, as they should, because they're
as they
one.
should be. Another incredible live band. Saw them for the first time at Sonic Temple. But Travis is now the drummer of Spite, like officially. He
Mm,
was touring with them, and then because Baby J's in Chelsea Grin now officially.
yes, yeah, that's right. Oh my God, I've forgotten about that.
So there's a lot of like weird overlap, but that could mean like new Spite hopefully this year, new Carcosa
I think
hopefully this
so
year.
because I follow Darius on Twitter, and he's been kind of pretty much teasing that, it's kind of time, isn't it?
I mean, Dedication to Flesh came out in 2022, so I would say so. Because then
Yeah,
they dropped that one track with Phil.
that's right.
It was like thank you, something to that effect. So anyway, those are two. Hopefully, we'll see those this year. One that I really fucking hope we get this year is Loathe, because they finally released new music, and they've been touring, playing new songs, and I'm fucking elated for it. They sound great. It's just so, I can't imagine trying to come off of like I Let It In and It Took Everything, and then trying to make an album from that, because that album is like it's perfect.
Yeah,
It's incredible. So
aged,
Loathe.
yeah, aged incredibly well. I don't know why it made me think of them, but Mood Ring. We talked about Psycho
Mhm.
Frame, but dude, Hunter, he's a busy boy.
He's a busy boy, but like if you follow him at all, like on socials, like his health has really been
Yes,
like,
yeah,
so like he doesn't tour, like people are all the time be like, are you touring with Psycho Frames? Like, no, I fucking can't. Like, are you gonna tour with Mood Ring? Like, no, I fucking can't. Like, and like they even like Psycho Frame had Mood Ring like as a feature on the last single too. So like would love to see a new Mood Ring if possible. I guess it just, we want Hunter to be in the best health that he
yeah.
possibly can.
As fans, we're clearly, we're the consumers, so like we want more from you, but we know.
It's
Yeah,
but that would
do
be,
what you can. Yeah.
yeah. Dying Wish would be really sick to see this year. Who knows if their normal trajectory is to like release one single and then drop the album like fucking like 8 months later. But like I love the new single that they put out. Hopefully we get a new album from them. That would be fucking amazing.
That'd be
Um,
awesome.
Johnny Booth
Yeah.
dropping a new single. I hope that one comes out this year. I'm trying to think. Peeling Flesh. They've been teasing like PF Radio 2, which would be great. And the only other one I had on my list that you didn't mention, another Brewtal alum, Flesher.
Oh my
I
gosh,
know has an
yes.
EP done because I got to hear it. I hashtag blessed over here. I got to hang out with Dustin, the drummer of Flesher, a couple weeks ago in Indianapolis, and dude, they sound better than ever. They have a music video coming out that's gonna be fucking sick. It's about werewolves.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm here for it,
And
dude.
and I know like one of the songs has to do with like Phantasm. It's like a 4 banger EP, but dude, it sounds so you're gonna love it, dude.
Dude, something about Indiana death metal. Y'all got something cooking in that water, man.
It's that Midwest, dude. Ain't nothing to do but create brutal riffs and drink. One more I do want to shout out before we wrap things up. My homie Tanner has his band. We haven't talked about we've talked about it, but we haven't talked about it on the show. But he has a hardcore band called Hypervigilant. And that
Yes.
band is so fucking sick. I mean, Tanner's my dude, but like even if we weren't friends, I feel like this band's fucking incredible. I know, like he sent, like I've heard like a whole ass album. I don't know if like they're still gonna like
Drop it.
drop
Release
that,
it.
but like that's a band, San Diego hardcore, to keep on the radar. A lot of really cool things, and of course, like please check out like local shows with local
Yeah.
bands and stuff. Of course, you want to see like your favorite band. We do all the time. Like one of the big tours, I know we've talked about, like Lorna Shore's coming through with Peeling Flesh, Black Dahlia Murder and Shadow Intent. Go see that. Whitechapel is playing Hymns and Dissonance in its entirety with like Body Snatcher and like a stacked lineup. Go see that. But also go see like the local bands. And like, dude, those are the most fun shows through and through.
Well, dude,
Go to
even with the big headliners, like sometimes you'll get the local band opening, and like that's worth it in of itself.
another takeaway. The second takeaway is just go have fun at a show. Like we didn't have it for so long with COVID, and like that's really where this came. Like this whole show and a lot of shows like ours came from was just the COVID era. There weren't many blessings in that era, but like that was one of them where you really had to like you could pour into creativity with music or art or anything like that. And we chose to do this and talk about the things that we love so much. I guess my rambling aside, we love beer, we love metal. That was what Brewtal was all about, and us really just getting to hang out and do things that we were already doing. So again, thank you for that, Hopwolves.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
expand
know.
off that, dude. Hang out with your friends, even if it's like this. Go to the show, support the bands you like, because when you see them at the show, that ticket goes a lot farther than you just streaming them on Spotify. Support your local scene. I mean, that's we in a way like really champion the small bands through this podcast, because like we did do awesome interviews. Like we got to, well, you did chat with Kyle from Brand Sacrifice and
That
stuff
was
like
really
that.
cool. That still pains me that like you were not able to be
Yes,
a part of that.
but we got to talk with Matt from Cryptopsy, and he gave us like solid life advice and all that stuff. It's just like there's humans behind these bands, and like reach out to them, interact with them, like make sure that the bands you love feel that love. And like I think that's what we really like took out of this was we enjoyed every conversation with every band we had on here. And like we never thought we would be able to do that. Like we were so nervous to like reach out to some bands, because like we were expecting rejection. We were expecting a no, but I would say majority said yes. And like,
Yeah.
if anything, that might inspire you to, start a band or something, create some music. Like I think to kind of tie into stuff we were saying about our personal lives, like now is the time to like tap into like your skills and like go forth and create. Because I know, when you were saying that, I'm like, hopefully this holiday season, Adobe Premiere goes on sale. I'm gonna take advantage of that, and like I want to like do some stuff in my own beat lab, if you will. I just think it'd be cool, and like I have like a little DJI thing for my phone. Like I want to get into creating with that, and I just think now's the time. Yeah, don't sit and wait.
If you have an idea, you'll find a way to make it work. And as someone that has been caught up over the years and like you don't have the right equipment, it's not the right time. These are all things that will help you. Absolutely. But do the project, start the band, make a movie, like anything like that. I mean, we're in such a cool day and age where like, again, it's a cliche that like we're able to do podcasting, and we're very fortunate to do that and even have some sort of traction. That's crazy and really fucking cool. And like anyone can do it. Just like if you're passionate about it, there's an audience for it. And that should be the other takeaway. There's a few takeaways. I don't remember what the other ones are, but they are a few takeaways from this show. So like be creative, but like also I draw inspiration from music all the time. And like if I'm
number one thing in life.
I agree. Like it's so like if I'm writing a script or anything like that, odds are I'm listening to something that is inspiring me to write. But it has nothing to do, like it's not even like a music video. Like go do a music video, do that. Anyway, like just go forth and prosper, if you will. But like just do the thing, like Todd said. And that's definitely easier said than done. If the spirit moves you to do it, please do it, because everyone's just people. So, right now we're just two friends that have been talking about metal and drinking beer for many years. And it just has translated into something, whatever it is.
Dude, we never thought this. Yeah, we never thought this podcast would even allow us to talk to the people that we talk to.
Yeah.
Like that alone, like was worth it. And I don't know. I always try to think of something poetic at the end, but it's just like life is brutal, so be brutal.
Let's end it on that. Cheers, Hopwolves, one more time. Very fortunate to do this show with one of my best friends and to hang out with the Hopwolves for the amount of time that we did. Go listen to metal. Go have fun. Be safe. Be kind. Let's do. If that's your thing, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. We'll do it one more time for Randy and Lamb of God too. Cheers, motherfuckers. This has been brutal. Love you guys.